Alright, here's all the cards. 6-deck Blackjack. Dealer stands on all 17s. No surrender. Blackjack pays 3-2. Testing the Paroli Betting System against flat betting. This is number 7 in the series. After today, I will do a summary so we can kind of see where we are, just like I did when I tested the Martingale system against flat betting. In that test, the Martingale came out ahead. So far, I think the Paroli is trailing flat betting. The Paroli system is a positive progressive betting system where you increase your bet when you win. You reset your bet back to a base bet after you lose. Flat betting is when you just bet the same amount on every hand. All right, I'm trying to give the cards a good wash here. Help increase the randomness. Hope you like the way I've been fanning them out here at the beginning. It's kind of tricky. It takes me a few minutes. There's not a lot of space in order to keep everything in the frame. It takes even longer to put all 6 decks back together. So I hope you appreciate it. I do it so that you can see that using real cards. I show you the full shuffle. I show you that all the cards are there. That's why they're fanned out. It's not like I left out some kings or left out the aces or anything like that. So they're real cards. Show you the shuffle. Takes a few minutes, but that way you can see that I didn't, line the cards up in any particular manner. Try to be random. Try to keep washing them here. I will use my automatic card shuffler, which I'll drag out once I get them all stacked out. A couple days ago, I noticed while we were running the cards that we were getting a lot of chunking or grouping. So I did a little research, and yesterday I changed my shuffle procedure, or corrected my shuffle procedure. Results were a lot better. I'm going to continue with that. Found the procedure sequence from Vegas Aces, so I think that'll make things better. Even though that shoe had a lot of grouping and clumping, chunking, that it stands because here's the shuffler. It stands because you just never know. It's like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. So they were grouped up. It will happen in a casino situation after several shuffles. But anyways, trying to avoid that. Let's see, what else? Each player, I'll bring them out when I'm done shuffling, will start with a stack of 50 chips. Each chip is representative of a bet unit. So if it's a single chip, if you're at a $5 table, is $5. If you're at a $15 table, it's $15. I think I did that right. Oh, I'm actually not. Hold on. Alright, we'll just fix it from here. Sorry, I'm not used to the new procedure yet. We'll get it right. Just introduces that little bit more randomness. Now you really don't know. What was I talking about? I don't remember. Anyways, it'll probably come back to me. or not. Anyways, while I'm doing this, let me remind you, please like and subscribe. I'm trying to do this most days when I... Did I strip those? Oh, let's just do it again. Some days I get busy. Riffle, strip, riffle. Get in there. Put on the working deck. Take some of those with some of these. Riffle. Strip. Riffle. Put on the working deck and repeat. I don't have too many. This thing should really be called not a shuffler but a riffler, since shuffle should be the entire procedure that you go through. All right, now get those pretty close. Ah. So we've been averaging about, well, I shouldn't even say averaging. I think the average is probably 46 hands per 6-deck shoe. The lowest has been 45. It's either been 45 or 47 each day. These are our cut cards. These are just cards that came with that automatic shuffler. Oh. Doesn't matter that you saw that, because we're going to just play by basic strategy. This is the player cutting the deck. So even if we played all the cards up, we would still play the way we're supposed to, according to basic strategy. This is about a 75%. It might be actually a little bit more, but that's okay. 75% penetration. Okay. Here we go. These are the chips for the flat better. 50 chips. Whites represent 1, reds are 5, blues are 10s. And these are the chips for the Paroli Player. 50 each. Base bet of 1, always 1 for flat betting. Paroli will increase the bet for 3 consecutive wins, not counting pushes, and then he'll revert back to the original base bet of a single chip. Double down, 10 to a 3, 1 card, 20, 13, 20, push. Oh, well, this happened already. Okay, so take that back. What we've been doing for the Paroli Player, when a double down is a push, takes back that extra chip. For consistency, that's what we've been doing. However, if he was to win that, he would press the entire thing up to 4. 11 doubles down to a 10. 21, 15, 19. So, well, here's an example of that right now. The Paroli player had a original bet of 1, doubled down, 1. That's 1 consecutive win, pressing all the way up to 4. You can do it however you like. If you think you should just, take back your original bet or your bonus bet, and pocket those, you would just go up to 2. You could count that as 2 wins in your win streak. This is what I've been doing the whole time. This is what I'm going to continue to do so that we have some consistency. I don't know if it works out, if it evens out or not, because certainly this can win and his stack is going to get bigger. 19 stands, but also, and that has happened, but to the end of the win streak, 10, 20, or like this, sometimes you lose them. I think for our purposes, it's important to be consistent. By the way, I'm keeping track of the number of hands we do, so I'll count off every 10 that we get to, so we know when we're getting to the end. 12 to a 13 takes a card. 22. And it'll be useful in the summary. Come on. 10 to a 10 just takes a card. 16 keeps hitting. 24 bust. 17. I should also note that I'm not advocating the use of the Paroli system. 13 to a 10 takes card. 19. 18. I'm not advocating flat betting. I'm not even advocating that you play blackjack at all. These are all your choices. Just trying to figure out, how do these systems really work in a real world scenario? 15 to a 7 needs a card. 21. 10. 16. Ooh, 21. Push. Of course, I'm not able to run millions of hands. Bet remains the same, like a computer simulation would. But here's the thing. When are you going to have the time to play a million hands at the casino? You don't. 15 takes card. 21 again. 20. There we go. You will most likely play pressing to 4. Several shoes in a session, in a night, depending on what your stamina is and how long you feel like going. 20 stands. 10. 20. Push. So, if you played 7 shoes in a night, that would be kind of what we're doing right here in our series of 7. Check. Nope. That's a good few hours. That's 10 hands. First 10. Maybe you play longer. Maybe you don't. Maybe you get up and you start winning and you leave, or you bust out. Maybe. But you're most likely not just going to play a single shoe. I don't have time, 13 stands, to do more than 1 shoe. 19 a day here, really. Takes a while. It's a lot of work setting this all up, like I said. But, you can always go back and watch everything. There you go. All right. 1.5. Yeah, I know that's a quarter. It represents a half a chip. That's a queen. And that's okay, because these aren't really $5 or $25. Oops. That was the Paroli Player. So Paroli, like I already talked about, is going to let this whole thing ride. So bet of 2.5. One consecutive win. $18 stands. 20. Let's see, after that's 13 hands. The Paroli is definitely down more than the flat betting. Again, that's not unexpected when you get into these choppy series. Up, win, lose, because you haven't taken anything off yet. 18. You're unlike Martingale. 15. 24. Although Martingale, you stand a chance of hitting the table limit, and then you're just chasing your losses. So, but that's what we're trying to find out. There you go. Well, we don't have to use quarters. That's a bet of 2 plus 1. Oh, this guy's got to use a quarter. 1.5. That's 2 consecutive wins for Paroli, pressing up to 5. Win or lose after this hand, Paroli will go back to a single chip bet. The only time he would remain is on a push. 19, 15, 17. There you go. Now you can play the Paroli system or apply the Paroli system however you'd like. If you think, oh, I should go up to 4 wins or 5 wins. That's your decision. You should make that decision ahead of time, however. Insurance closed. I just asked just because, just so we're sort of real. An 18 takes a card. 15 continues. 21, you improved. 17. I don't know if it would be sensible or not to only do Paroli to, 1 win or 2 wins. 3 is the more common way to go about it. Insurance closed. 13, 15. It's tight in here sometimes. 17. 17 push. So that's why we've decided to do 3 consecutive wins. Okay, insurance again, and decline insurance again. 10 hits. 17, 18. Single chips. 7 to a 5 hits. 11, double down, but you can't. 20, 15, 19. Pressing. Paroli up to 2. That's our second set of 10. So that's 20 hands. So we're approaching halfway. Paroli's up a couple, and if you count the what he's got out on the wager. Oops. It doesn't matter. We're gonna do, you saw that. If you saw that, you have to hit that anyways, and you bust. 18. Distracting myself. $12 takes a card. 22. Oh, you forgot to bet. Thank you. You forgot. Don't forget again. There you go. Okay. $16 hits. 21. 13. 22. See, those of you who pay attention to what I was talking about yesterday, Snowman would have messed you up there. Paroli pressing to 2. 17, 11, 21. Oh, gee gosh, if that was an 8, again, I'll keep you caught up. It's my theory, at least, hypothesis, theory, whichever it is, that the 8 is the most important card in the game. What do you think? Alright, a 10, 2 and 8 is a double down. 19, 18. See, if that was an 8, you would have pushed. Or if that was anything else, would have been different. I don't know. If you pay attention while you play, after one consecutive win on that double down, Paroli is pressing to 4. It's probably anecdotal. I guess it's anecdotal, but in my observations, the 8s mess you up more than anything else. 20 stands. 14, 8. There it is again. It either messes you up or it helps you, just like here. That's 2 consecutive wins for the Paroli. Well, for both sides. It's just that the flat better never changes his bet. So after 2 wins, it's a bet of 8. What happened there? Oh, I haven't seen pair of 8s for a while. That's a split in this game to anything, especially to a 4. Now, I was watching some other guy's video. This side first. 18. This one. 13 stands, and he was arguing against not splitting 8s in certain situations. I forget what they were. 17. So let me do it the right way here. Size into that one. That's a win. That's a lose. Overall, that's a push. We haven't had this situation where we had a split and a 1 win, 1 lose for an overall push. I think similar to the way we've been doing a push on a double down. This bet goes back. The original 8 is still out there for the next bet, looking for a 3rd consecutive win. Agree? Disagree? Let us know in the comments. 19 stands. 15. 20. You could even argue that 8 that was there, if that was a 7, you would have pushed. You could also argue that if that 7 that was out there was an 8, then it would be 21. So 9 doubles down. 1 card. 19. 12. 18. You win. And again, Paroli will press the entire bet after a single consecutive win to 4. Sorry about that. 16 stands. 12. 21. And that's another 10. That makes for 30. Paroli is down 6 or so, and the flat betting is up 4 or 5. Pair of threes. Takes a card. 16. 26. 14. 13 stands. 10. 13. 18. Single chip bets. 15 takes a card. 21. 9. 19. Pressing to 2 for the Paroli. Needs a couple more wins. That'll put him back in contention here. 19 stands. 10. 17. Alright, there we go. Pressing to 4. Win or lose, Paroli will drop back down to a single chip. Pair of 9s is an 18. Let's check. So he stands. 19. See? If that was an 8, you'd push. If it was a 7, you'd win. So maybe 7 is the most important card. It's pretty common what people say when you ask them that kind of a question. Insurance closed. What's the most important card in Blackjack? A 7, a 10, or, a 10 value card, an ace. I say it's the 8. There it is. Well, and you need one. 13 hits. There it is. There's that sneaky 8 of spades. Soft 14 to a 5. It's double down. Oh, 16. 15. 16. 20. Picture. There you go. One and a half. Okay, Paroli pressing to 2.5. $14 to a 7 needs a card. 24 too many. 14. And there's another 10. 40. So you can expect somewhere between 5 and 7 more hands. Paroli is down by about 14. Soft 14 to a 5 is a double down, and you need some change. Single card. 12. 7. 10. 16. Come on, big one. 18. That's not a big one. Don't you hate that? When you ask for a card and you don't get it? $13, you need that snowman. That's not it. 19 stands. 20. Now, I don't think there's been a long enough losing streak that it would have caused a martingale to completely bust out. Just been this choppy back and forth action. Insurance closed. Conning you in with some double downs and things like that, just to take it from you. This is hand 45. $18 stands. 20. Maybe now we're getting on one of those martingale busting streaks. Yeah, because that was just at least 5 in a row. That's about what it takes to start hitting table limits on martingale. So I haven't seen this in these tests in quite a while. Split aces, single card each. 18, 16, 7, 17. Actually, those are separate wagers, so that's a win. That's a lose. You can do the same thing. Overall, that's a push. So, flat better is always one. Yeah, so that it started with one, split and everything. Stayed in single chip. That was hand 46. Here's 47. I think I cut this deck a little deeper than usual, so you get a chance. 15, 16. 23. 20. That's 47. I guess we're still going. Here's number 48. But a little dignity here for you. 20 stands. 20 push. Oops. And 49. Oh, there he is. Play the hand? Sure, why not? I think some casinos would just stop the game or the shoe right there. Oh, and you know what I forgot? I forgot to burn a card at the beginning again. So this would have actually come out at the end of that last hand, but that's all right. Try to remember. Burn that card. 18 to 9, 11, 17. Okay. So there you get a little bonus. Woohoo! That was 49 hands, so I didn't cut too much different there. Put those up there, and let's see how things end up. I can tell you right now, they're both down. Paroli's down by a lot more. So 10, 20, 30, 5, 40, 8, 49 and a half. No, sorry. 25, 35, 40, my fault. 43, 44 and a half. So down 5 and a half. If this was a $5 table, being down 5 and a half would be $27.50. That's, you know, not too bad. 20 minus 5 and a half. Paroli, however, 10, 20, 5, 30. Paroli's down 20 on a $5 table. That's $100. On a $25 table, what did I say again? That's 10, 20, 5, 30. That would be $500 that he was down. But whatever it is, it's 20 units, 5.5 units. So again, both betting systems are down. Clearly, again, the flat better came out a lot better. Again, we saw a lot of choppy hands, or choppy sequences: win, lose, double down, and then lose. Win the double down and lose. So, so I'm surprised that and we'll check in the summary, but the positive progressive betting system did not fare as well as the negative progressive betting system of the Martingale. Anyways, like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Bye.